Uh, Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be posting every single day for 30 days, see how it goes, see if you guys like it. Now I'm under the understanding that all you have to do on here is just talk about yourself, be as authentic as you possibly can, and just relate. And hopefully if I share some stories with you guys will relate to me and maybe find some value from it. Maybe you won't. Maybe you just be entertained for however long. Whatever the case, this is me getting used to you guys. So, yeah. Let me tell you my story, just to start off. I am 22 years old. My name is Anakin MacArthur, and I am from the west coast of the United States. I moved around a lot as a kid. I was born in Washington, then I moved to California, and Arizona, and Texas, and then back to Washington, then back to Arizona, and now back in Texas. And that's where I currently am, Waco, Texas. It's a lot of moving, a lot of making new friends, a lot of readjusting, a lot of figuring stuff out over and over again. And it's just because my dad was moving jobs and stuff. And yeah, when I was 10 years old, my parents got divorced. They split. That affected my life quite a bit. Really took its toll on me. For a while there, my mom wouldn't let me see my dad. That affected me a little bit. But now, they both live in Waco with me. I get to see them whenever I want, and I'm very grateful that I get to do that. For the past 3 years, I've been living in Waco, Texas, and I worked for a company called HEB. And I had a girlfriend, and I was living in my own apartment. And then, come 2024, I quit my job. I broke up with my girlfriend. I moved out of that apartment, and now I'm living in the garage of my mom's place. And I have no idea what exactly that I'm going to do with my life. And it's sort of freeing. And it's probably the most happy I've been in a couple of years, even though I don't know physically what I'm going to be doing. If you see, this is sort of the setup I got going. I got a little table. I was running a side business, reselling vintage clothing for a while. I was making some good money doing that, and then I realized that that's not for me, so I stopped doing that as well. It has definitely been an era of cutting stuff out of my life, for sure. I started playing poker online. That's been going okay. I made some money at the beginning of the month, but it's not something that I see myself doing for the rest of my life. I want to engage with the community. I want to be social. I want to talk and preach and be around others, be leading others, be led by others, and just focus on community. So in that, I figured that probably poker is more of an independent career to go down. So maybe I'll start vlogging. Maybe I'll start recording myself talk and see how that goes. Yeah, I really am putting myself out there here. I got rid of almost all my physical stuff as well as quitting my job, losing my girlfriend. And it's very liberating. It's very, very liberating. I'll have to say though that this journey didn't start just from within. I began by reading a book. I read this book by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I actually got the audiobook on Audible, and that led me to purchase the actual physical copy because of how amazing it was. In that book, he talks to you about a couple meditations. In the first chapter, he actually tells you a meditation. That's phenomenal. And then throughout the book, he tells you more and more meditations that just have actually changed my entire perception of reality. Everything that I know has changed because of the meditations that I did in this book. I reach states of consciousness that I've never reached before without being on drugs or tripping on stuff. I've gone deep within. I've released a bunch of trauma out of my system that I didn't even know I had. And now I just feel so free and liberated. My sacral chakras, all my chakras and energy centers are just feeling amazing. And it's really, I have this book to thank. But before this book, I had found this book a couple of years ago. And this is by somebody called Abraham Hicks. And it's actually a woman and her husband, Esther and Jerry Hicks. But Abraham is the person that she channels. And I was listening to this a couple years ago, and it was making some sense to me. And when I was listening to it, things started to work out for me. But events had happened in my life that caused me to put this down, to sort of go into survival mode and put my head down and work. And the whole point of me telling you this is that that survival mode and all that, those years of me just thinking that I had to suffer to be happy at some distant future point, that was all made up in my head. And once I started doing the meditations and really trying to, really tuning in and tapping in and turning on to the fact that I am a creator and I'm a powerful being and I have what it takes to do anything that I want to do in this life. And that if he can do it, I can do it. And that's just self-worth. And these two books really helped me tap in. And so I have to say around January 20th of 2024, I had a surge of energy go up my spine. And it entered into my head. And it felt like ecstasy. And I got a revelation of energy. And ever since that day, I've just been getting rid of more and more stuff. Really not focusing on much. I haven't even found a job yet. But one thing I will say is that I went to an interview yesterday because I think I found my purpose. And my purpose, when I connect to it, it's like I can do anything because every road leads to the same purpose. And so I think by releasing all of my traumas and by tuning in and tapping into that energetic consciousness, I was able to surrender to a purpose that I can feel, but I can't really quantify into words for you right now. I can feel it in my heart, and I know that inside I feel it, and it's gonna be amazing. But out here, I'm just waiting for it to manifest. I'm allowing it to manifest. And I'm getting into that receptive mode so that I can see the signs when they present themselves. I can see the opportunities when they present themselves. So that when they present themselves, I'll be ready. I'll be alert and awake and being able to actually see them and take them and feel inspired to go do whatever it is that the opportunity is. So those two books are like life-changing. Actually did change my life. And I still listen to Abraham Hicks almost every morning, and she's very inspiring. She tells me what I need to hear, and basically that is just be nice to yourself. Just be nice to yourself, Get into the receptive mode. Be nice to yourself. Don't listen to what anybody else's goals are. Focus on your own goals. You know what you want. Don't project your wants onto others. Everything that you have is within you. Everything that you want or desire is within you. So, yeah. And that led me to another sort of avenue where I was meditating, and now I am meditating every day and doing these 7 blessings of the energy centers meditations every day, along with my listening to Abraham Hicks. I discovered the power of mantra. So Joe Dispenza talks about the mind movie. So you make a movie of like a Ferrari, a mansion, the place where you want to live, the job that you want to do, the amount of money that you want to have, the amount of love that you want to feel. And you play that after you do your meditation. And what it's supposed to do is reprogram your subconscious mind and your nervous system to actually believe that that life is what you're living now. And that led me to discovery of mantra. And so then I got this book, the I Am Discourses. And so Joe Dispenza talks about saying, you know, telling yourself, self-talk, and like programming your subconscious mind to believe these things so that you can actually be these things. And when you say something over and over again, you start to believe it. So the I Am Discourses is a channeled message from a guy named Saint Germain, who is an ascended master, just like Jesus Christ. Or that's what it says in this book here. And so it has a picture of him. There's Jesus right there, and then there's Saint Germain. And in the book, it basically is a bunch of affirmations. So like, I am the supremacy of man. Everywhere I go, I am God in action. And I've gone through and I've highlighted these affirmations because they're so powerful. And so I'd just like to share some with you. I am the omnipresent, all-powerful, protecting intelligence governing this mind and body. I am the presence producing this master home. I am the presence charging the body with pure electronic energy. I am the ascension of this physical body right now. I am the perfect activity of every organ and cell in my body. I am the perfect health now made manifest in every organ of my body. And see, as I began to do these things, as I began to do these meditations and listen to Abraham and talk about the perfect functioning of my organs, my physical body started to clear out stuff. I started to notice parasites coming out in the toilet. I started to notice sweats, like smelly sweat coming out of my skin, and this scents coming out of this musk coming off of my body. And just the purging, my face got all red, and all these little like pores just started to purge. And so now it's healing, but the parasites, the purging of the pores, the coughing, the mucus that is coming out of my throat, just so many things are happening that are just purging me, cleaning me physically. And I haven't done any physical thing to make this happen. All I've done is mantra, meditation, and listening to Abraham. That's it. So with that, I must say that I am driven now to show others that you do not have to do any physical work to do physical work. All you have to do is get into alignment with the mental, with the spiritual aspect of whatever it is that you want in the physical, and it will naturally start to happen. And you'll naturally feel inspired to do the things that are aligned with what you want in the physical reality. And so that leads me to like the law of attraction. And the law of attraction states that which is likened to itself is drawn. So essentially what we're doing and what I'm doing is by stacking these books together and by collecting mantra, meditation, and by being nice to myself and understanding that I am the creator of my creation. I am the creator of my creation. By understanding that and not allowing any other outside influence to create my creation. Meaning, I'm not going to tell anybody my ideas. I'm not going to go and gossip about my friends. I'm not going to go try to create somebody else's world. No. I'm not going to believe that, just because you believe this, I'm not going to believe that. Okay? I don't need to see something to believe it. Okay? I can feel it in my heart. And that's what I'm garnering. That's the emotional center that I'm garnering when I'm researching these books and when I'm doing this work. And this is the spiritual work. This is what it is. It's the meditation. It's the garnering of your mind so that you believe and that you have confidence that the feeling will be made manifest. Because when you have that confidence, there is no fear, there is no lack, there is no hate, anger, there is no depression, there's none of that. Because all you can be is just happy in this now moment. Because you know that in this now moment, you're grateful for everything that you have. And if there's anything that you ever want, it's coming. It's on the way. And there's just so much love here. There's so much love here for all of us to experience by ourselves in our own little rooms, in our own little worlds. There's so much love just right there. And I brought up Jesus because of this I Am Discourses, but Jesus Christ, his energy, the Christ energy that surges within my spine and yours as well, and everyone's. That energy is very, very powerful because it is the energy of love and compassion, and it is the highest form. Jesus Christ gave his life for us so that we may sin, and he forgives us for every sin that we've done. And having that spiritual guide within you, that Christ consciousness that knows that you are forgiven, that knows that you are just a human and that you are trying to do your best to become a greater being. Having that within you is going to help you so much, because now you can forgive yourself for everything that you've done in the past. And until you've forgiven yourself, you're not going to be able to move forward. So once you forgive yourself, which I've forgiven myself because Jesus forgives me, I'm able to move forward into this new life. And by forgiveness, I mean about all the little stuff all the little stuff. And you know what it is. For me, it's getting angry. It's yelling. It's throwing stuff. It's being unabashed. It's doing all these things that I didn't mean to do in the moment. And I did mean to do them in the moment. And that's the thing. But they didn't necessarily serve the greatest good of me or my environment in those moments. And so all I want to do now is serve the greatest good of my environment and myself. Okay. And so, yeah. That's a lot to get into. But that's sort of my story. My story was like, the past 3 years have been sort of dark and dreary. And in these past couple months, I've come into a new understanding of reality. And now I want to share that journey with you guys, because I'm at ground zero right now. I may or may not be getting a job, or I call back from a job that I applied for. And it's a serving job. But I want you guys to see the whole process. I want you guys to see everything. I quit my job 2 months ago, and I haven't had a job since, but I've just been sort of finding a way to make money. Like, it's just been coming to me in different ways. Like, I got a call from a bank that I'd forgotten about. They told me I had a bunch of money in there. I used that to pay a bill. I played in a poker tournament. I won it. That got me through rent and a couple other bills. I've been selling all the stuff that I used to have in my apartment. That got me through another couple bills. And now I'm at this point where this job is lined up, and it's going to be different than when I was droning on at a grocery store, and I wasn't focused on myself. I was focused on filling everybody else's cup. I was focused on doing what my mom wanted me to do, and doing what my dad wanted me to do, and doing what my brothers wanted me to do, and doing what my grandma, my grandpa wanted me to do. I wasn't focused on being happy for myself. And I wasn't focused on filling my own cup first. And now I am. And now every single day I fill my cup. And now that I fill my cup, then I go out into the reality. And then I start to do what I want to do. But in each and every moment I do that, I'm happy. And so I'm telling you right now, $0 in the bank. I got bunches of credit card debt. I owe people money. And I'm living at my mom's, and I don't have a place. And ground zero, really. But I'm telling you, I am extremely exuberant. I'm extremely happy. And I can feel it really, really a lot in my heart. And I'm going to use that happiness to go do what I want to do and spread what word I want to spread. And if that means plugging in my camera and just talking to the camera every day and telling you guys what's going on, then that's what that means. And I feel great doing it. And I feel great being myself. And I feel great being nice to myself every single moment. And that's something that I've really, really, really learned. There is no reason to go the other direction. It's pure positive energy all the way. All the way. And. No buts. Yeah, it's pure positive energy, but no buts. It's pure positive energy, and it's amazing, and it's still going to be amazing, and tomorrow will be amazing, and the next day will be amazing, and you're going to be amazing, and I'm going to be amazing, and everything's amazing, and I'm grateful for all of it. And that's the thing. And. Only building. These are the type of people, and these are the type of environments, and these are the type of things that I want in my life. And. No buts. I don't want somebody who says but. I want somebody who says and. Adding, multiplying, adders and multipliers. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. That was sort of my story. And if you like it, keep watching, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment about something you want to see. I will let you know how the job thing goes today. And yeah, see you later.